Thank you for joining me in this Darebee Q&A video, the series of videos which come as answers from questions which you guys post in the comments on YouTube or when you send comments by email. This one is about how to shape your feet when you do side kicks. In Darebee, we pioneered martial arts movements in fitness. This is not any kind of push to turn you into martial artists. This is an entirely different thing. But because martial arts movements every time recruit a number of complex fitness modalities in order to be performed, because we're not really designed to be able to fight unless we use our entire body as a weapon. Because of that, there are benefits to be had by being able to use those moves in your fitness, and you get to feel better in your body. You get to feel more empowered, more capable, happier in who you are, and that's the whole point of getting fit. Now, this one is about how to shape your foot when you do a side kick. I know that I've posted videos on how to perform side kicks before. I'm going to link to them so you can actually see them if you haven't. But one of the questions which came up is that people who are new to this are trying to do a side kick, and instead of basically having this kind of movement, and I'm barefoot here so you can see how I shape my feet, their toes point up. So the kick actually looks a little bit like this. Now, the reason this happens is obvious, to me at least. The hip flexors are not strong enough, the abs are not quite, your oblique abs are not strong enough, and the lower back is not strong enough to support the body in the correct position. Because the movement has to happen anyway, what happens with the body? It recruits different muscle groups in order to perform the movement, and the movement turns out to be wrong when it is compared to how I have performed it. Now, in my opinion, this is not a wrong move at all. If this is a strength you have and you're performing the movement, I'm happy with that. You should be happy with that. And as you do it more and more and more, what's going to happen is you're gradually going to increase the strength in the muscle groups and the tendons which are weaker right now and don't allow you to perform that movement. And eventually you get it right. It's as simple as that. Martial arts was created out of our own imagination of how our body should move. Then we optimized those movements. As we optimized them, we came up with techniques. The technique is basically an optimization, which allows you to strengthen specific muscle groups in order to perform the movement at a less energetic cost. So if you're doing a side kick and it looks a little bit like this, toes pointing up, well, it is difficult for you. You're burning up calories. I think that's great. You are trying hard and you're pushing your body to move in that way. I think that's amazing. Own it. Feel good about it. Don't feel bad because it doesn't quite match what I'm doing. However, since the question came up, how do we improve on that? I'm going to show you. This is what we do. I'm going to show you how it works on a leg raise. A side leg raise essentially works the same mechanics as a side kick. If I'm raising my leg sideways like this, as you can see, I'm keeping my body upright. I'm not dropping it. My feet are parallel to each other. My foot now is shaped into a side kick position. And what am I working? I'm working my hip flexors on the side. I'm working my glutes. I'm working my abs because they help maintain my body upright. I'm working the standing leg. And I don't think it's a standing leg problem when the toes come up, but I'm just telling you what muscles are actually working. How do we improve on this so that you don't actually do this? Well, this is what you need to look for. Find the height at which you control your leg. And this is purely a problem of muscle control. What happens is at this height, I have great muscle control and I can shape my foot. So basically, I shape my leg, I shape my foot, I perform a picture perfect side kick when I'm like this, because I have the muscle capacity to do that because I control the muscles through that range of motion. Find out what's your height at this level. If you can do it like this, boom, and kick there, and you can shape your foot perfectly so it doesn't turn up, well, I think that's great. Then you perform side kicks initially at that level. And the same thing goes for leg raises. If you can raise your leg to there, and you can keep feet parallel, then you go like this, and you train your muscles to that range of motion, and they will get stronger. And the same thing goes for side kicks. You can kick there, kick there, kick there, and that will help you basically address that problem. As you get stronger, you have more muscle control, better muscle control. As you have better muscle control, then you increase the height, and you'll be able to feel it at a greater height where you can control your foot, control your leg, so your toes don't turn up. Like I said, this is not a huge problem. It's just an answer to a question. How do we fix it? Well, if you want to fix it, that's how you fix it. So essentially you start with low kicks, if that's the height you can do, and then as you get better, you get to higher kicks, and as you get better, go to higher kicks still. I hope this helps. Do let me know in the comments below on YouTube. Think about what I said. This is not a competition with anybody. When I show you the correct technique for the execution of those martial arts kicks, because I'm martial arts trained, but they're there for fitness. What I want from you is to be ambitious in the way that you move your body. I'm showing you these things so you can feel better, not worse. So don't compare yourself exactly to me in terms of how perfect the movement looks. Perform the movement, persevere, be persistent, be consistent, be kind to yourselves. Feel free to ask any questions on how to get better, like a person did on this particular technique. And I will put another video together, which I'll show you how specific techniques can be improved upon. But don't let the gap between what you're doing and what you're seeing on the screen make you feel bad. This is not what the exercise is intended to do. And in Darebee, we use a lot of martial arts because they are an ambitious way to move your body. So they're not there to make you feel bad. They're there to open up your horizons, and martial arts movements help you rewire your brain, rewire your body, strengthen a lot of parts of your body. Above all, they're there to make you feel great because you can move your body in such a way. I hope this has helped. Let me know. Take care. See you all next time.